This is your WW3 News, and a few moments back was a witness of a motorist pulling over, having his vehicle put upon a tow truck. It's most probably he didn't have motor insurance on the vehicle and probably other things for what we know, but obviously when they take away your car on a tow truck, the cops, that means it's pretty serious shit. And mind you, cracking down on motorists in the last period or so seems to be a crusade of these coppers around here. And the thing is, they don't deal with real crime. Only a few days ago there was a series of street fights between illegals of various nationalities between themselves, not involving locals, only between themselves, obviously. When they start fighting for some no apparent reason, it's most probably they're drunk. It's typical of these people anyway. What you can do? They don't work, they've got nothing else better to do, get drunk, and they beat the shit out of each other. What you can do? The thing is, when they start involving innocent bystanders, there's another thing. And this type of felony, you can say, is on the rise. And the mayor, which should guarantee the public safety of his citizens, doesn't seem to have much interest for this thing, because probably the fact it does want to appear as a racist arsehole, which sincerely the major people who vote for he or she, it's them illegals, foreigners, and all that kettle of fish. And mind you, they did stop a foreign chap, a North African chap, the other day, because he was doing more than 60 an hour on one of those e-scooters, and he discovered it was modified, you know, after people had, you know, called the cops as some idiot going around with an e-scooter like it was like the Formula 1 circuit. I'm seeing the 16th of May will finally come into law. E-scooters, e-bikes, which has a speed around 45 kilometers an hour, is required identification plate, a number plate, safety helmet and insurance as well. It's clearly it's all for an African chap. Didn't have none of these things because it was a modified vehicle, because usually these type of class of vehicles, 25 kilometers an hour, okay, that's the legal requirements which for these things they can have without going into number plates, licenses, insurance, safety helmets and all that bottle crap. And mostly, let's face it, 80% of the vehicles stopped, these e-scooters, e-bikes, they are modified, have been modified. They go beyond the legal speed limit for that type of vehicles, which are said requires a number plate, a license, insurance and a crash helmet and stuff like that, because it's considered a motor vehicle like any other type of vehicle, 50cc. And be very interested in how many of these illegals you see them spinning around on these things. Really respect the law. Considering the process, number plate came out yesterday, 36 error for the number plate. Therefore, be registered as a vehicle. When it starts becoming registered as a vehicle, like the 50cc mopeds once upon a time here in Italy, which didn't require no license, no insurance, no number plate, the ID plate, and afterwards they passed over to a real number plate, insurance, MOT, crash helmet. You know, it's another way for the coffers to fill the money with, you know, with tributes and taxes and fines. You've got to see how many of these illegals they can afford fines in the end, because most of them, they run around with illegal vehicles, and if they get a category of the riders, and then they probably be required such legal requirements on their vehicles, because those things, they go a lot more faster than 25 an hour, because due to the fact, one, they're modified, that's for sure, 60, 80, 100 an hour, just imagine, because obviously you can't deliver the goods on time with a vehicle which goes 25 miles an hour, I should say 25 kilometers an hour. Let's see how it will be like. Mind you, here in Italy has been wrangling along when they officially, you know, the bureaucratic part to make this thing enter into law.